Good evening, basketball fans. Here we are, Winchester Grade School. Aaron Liddig, Denny Vortman, bringing a matchup between the Gillespie Miners and our West Central Cougars. It's JV action here, and the tip goes to West Central. That's Vortman with it on the wing. Looking inside to Renner. Renner kicks it back out to Crane. Crane right down the rail, gets knocked out of bounds. That'll go to the Miners. Learning some names here. This is the first time I didn't even know what their nickname was.
Yeah, I didn't either until I looked them up today. So,
our friends from Gillespie. That's Ettinger, corner three, nails it. So, 3-0 West Central. That's Barker with it. Over to Plovich, now Disselhorst. They didn't give us easy names.
No, all across, looking up and down this roster.
That is, looks like he got to travel there, so that is number 11. That's Disselhorst. So I'm going to go through these names just so I can get them in my head. Number 4 is Stangl, number 10 is Barker, 11 is 12 is Plovich, and then number 23 is Hughes. That's who's out for the Miners. That's Vortman all the way to the bucket. And he'll get fouled there by Spencer. I had the wrong one. I had 23 down as a starter, not 24, so that's Spencer starting. Vortman gets the first free throw. And look at Mr. Spencer's first name on here. It's Xavier, but they got the X and the Z in it.
Ooh.
I like that.
I haven't seen that, I don't think, ever.
They don't want any confusion.
That's right. 5-0 West Central early in this one. This is one of those teams that we picked up when we got out of the Beardstown tournament. So people are like, have we played these guys before? No, we haven't. So this is our first look at them.
When I went down to get some confirmation of names, the gentleman keeping the scorebook for Gillespie, I said, how you doing? He said, okay, that's a long drive here. And that is number 11, Disselhorst with a nice take and up and under move, all the way up ahead to Vortman. Little fadeaway jumper from him rattles out. That's Crane crashing the boards. That'll go to the Miners. Up ahead, Barker looking. West Central in their man-to-man. Disselhorst up top looking for Cutter. Disselhorst, that is long off the iron. He gets his own rebound. Good hustle there by him. Stangl now over to Barker. The Miners looking for some movement here. Everybody's pretty stagnant at that point, trying to get it down into number 23. That is Levi Hughes, and he gets the foul on Mr. Renner.
Renner's going to have a seat. It will be Jack Little, so don't know if we're really going smaller, just trading. As Cooper will play more of a 3 position probably now.
Yeah.
Instead of your probably 2, as I would call it when he first started.
For the Cougars, that's Wall into Crane. Jack Little, a little bit of runner, no good. Crane with another great rebound. He does such a good job of crashing the boards. Ettinger's runner, no good. Wall with the rebound, out to Jack Little. Jack Little's 3 is long off the iron. Another offensive rebound. Well, we're doing pretty good on the offensive board so far.
We are. We're crashing hard. Shot such a high percentage in the Pittsfield game last night. A lot of that just due to what we do best and just being pesky and on pressure just like that and trying to turn it into easy basket. Vortman with the steal up and scores.
Nice 2-foot finish there from Blaine. I like that. The more you see that, he went off a 2-foot because in case there was contact. And that's Disselhorst with a bank shot from about 10 feet.
Yeah, it's all 4 of their points, and both of them have looked good. Reverse layup, and then that last opportunity.
Gets a steal there. He'll go in for the layup. He's blocked and fouled by Mr. Crane.
I think if you're West Central right now, it's about tightening some things up.
Yeah.
They're just sloppy, little lazy passes, and things that can easily be cleaned up.
Disselhorst now to the line to add to his total and gets the first.
All 5 of the minor points.
That is Dane Disselhorst. My apologies, everybody. I'm supposed to be running the scoreboard on the stream, and there we're all caught up now. West Central running that play. Great play to get Vortman a good look. Good pass from Crane.
I like this out of Coach Howard here. Just kind of, if you're going to be a little stagnant, we're just going to turn you up and put some pressure on you. And that's more for us than it is anything else, just to get body.
Yeah, just get an influx of energy into our own guys. Good job. 9-6. That is almost a charge there, but that was Hughes with the shot. Vortman in the middle, up and under move, gets the bucket and the foul. Blaine Vortman having himself a game. That'll be his 8th point, going to the line for his 9th.
I like how his eyes are up. I like the fact that he was probably actually looking to maybe dish.
Yeah.
He just didn't see an opportunity. Split a couple defenders and scored. Probably the biggest improvement in his game, getting his eyes up and actually looking.
Well, he's always been really good at finishing at the rim. They're going to get Ettinger with what they call a push in the back now. But Blaine's always been really good at being able to be creative in the open floor and finish. Those long strides and long arms help him do those things as well. That'll be timeout on the trap for Gillespie. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second call. I don't know. Did you talk to Coach Seasting today? I don't even know what Gillespie's record is. I'm not unfamiliar with these folks.
Yeah, I know at the varsity level they're struggling. I want to say they're 0-5 at the varsity level. Don't know much about their JV. Looks like they've got some athletes and some future here, looks like, on the floor. So I know that, but also looking at their schedule too, I know that they played some pretty stiff competition too. So
I just love that we have them on the schedule because
it's a team you don't see.
The teams that they play, we don't even really see all that much. So
common opponent was Carrollton. They have played Carrollton, and that's obviously in our conference.
There's a steal by Little, trying to get ahead of the Wall. Wall picks up the loose ball. Now they're going to swing it around the other way. Ettinger wide open for 3. That one looked off out of his hand. Good box out there by number 12 for Gillespie. That's Plovich. Wall was trying to get that offensive rebound, and he did a great job of getting a body on him. Going to get a travel there on Barker.
Thrice Kirkpatrick will come in for Blaine Vortman, and he'll run the point here. It should be, yeah. I see why Landon was all like, you don't hear much from Landon, and when he brings hey, it should be our ball. It was a turnover.
Yeah.
And just in the
I didn't even catch it.
Chaos of it all. There's Landon in the corner. Long shot. No good. Rebounded by Ettinger. Nice job by him. Puts it up and scores.
Trying to get it in the middle there. Great job by oh wait, that's 22. That's Oaten. Saved the travel, but ended up with a turnover anyway and a bucket by Crane. Oaten down the sideline. Disselhorst knocks it up ahead. Hughes with it. Disselhorst gets it right back. No good. That's Oaten with the rebound. Putback's no good. Now Ettinger comes out of the pack. He's looking down the middle of the floor. Nice little pull-up jumper. Tough shot there. Contact or in traffic, I guess. There's another steal. Kirkpatrick misses a layup. And it's done exactly what Coach and what you talked about. It's gotten our guys moving a little bit and created some energy that has resulted in a lot of turnovers and an uptick in scoring here from West Central, simply from just putting that press on and getting the boys moving a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to kind of force the issue, you know, and this is one way that you can do it on our side is get them moving. Otherwise, as you notice, we had a kind of just a sluggish start. And like you said, just picked it up. 2:57 left still in this first quarter. West Central really jumped on it with that press. It's 19-6. And I hope you see 19-6. Coach,
I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it now.
Starting to get back in rhythm. I like that.
It's been a minute, you know.
Yeah, we haven't called a game here in a while. Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, I know.
We have in Bluffs, but not here. Emerson Little into the game for West Central. Blaine Vortman back in the game for West Central. Cooper Ettinger will have a seat. And who was the other one? Is it Eli? No, Eli Crane's still in there. Either way, a couple new Cougars back into the game.
Long rebound. That's number 25. That's Hagel. And Disselhorst had a chance at a layup there. Rolls off. It'll stick. Oh, it'll go to West Central. Vortman driving baseline in traffic. Good touch off the glass. Gets that one to go. Emerson Little got his hands on that pass, and if he wouldn't have, I think Thrice would have had it either way. In the middle, Hughes now over to Hagel. Disselhorst open for another three. He decides to drive that one. Kicks it out to Plovich. Plovich just gets stolen away by Vortman, and Vortman for the easy layup. Vortman now with 10 in this game. Maybe 12.
I think we're behind on 2 somewhere. There's a lot of action there for a short amount of time for Kent to get all that info. He's one guy running the time, the score, all the stats on the side. And when you have what we just had like a couple minutes ago where it was just like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, it's. I look down to look at a name, and there's been a turnover and a basket. Deep three from Kirkpatrick. Emerson Little ends up with the board somehow. To Jack. Now the Cougars looking to swing it. Kirkpatrick off the screen, all the way to the bucket. Floater just a bit short, ends up in Vortman's hands, and he gets a putback. Gets his hands on that pass. Little floater in the lane. He's got the touch tonight. He's like everything he puts up there will rattle and go down.
Yep. He always has had that one-handed kind of floater to his game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, adding some touch to it.
A lot going on down there too. They're going to get a foul there. I think they got Coop on a foul. And I think he felt like he got climbed on.
That's all right, Coop. You're only playing half the game as you play a good portion, big minutes for the varsity. So he had a big 3 last night in that varsity game.
Yeah,
What a shot out of him. And I really felt like that was kind of the snowball that started to happen for us because we went on, a 23-something run.
I think we ended the game with a 24-3 run.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Good cut there by Emerson. You know, they're overplaying that pass right now, and he made the right cut. Vortman had the right idea, just unable to execute the pass.
Yep.
Oaten, cross court now to number 4. That's Stengel in there. Over to Stengel. He'll step into a three-pointer. Long off the iron. Loose ball. Ettinger ends up with it. He finds Little going up the right side. Kirkpatrick surveys the floor to Ettinger. To Little. Jack Little there with the little jumper. He had Blaine on the roll there if he'd have saw him kind of at the last second.
I think he was looking. He just wasn't – I don't think he felt like he was in the right position to make the pass. And you know Jack. It's very calculated in a lot of things that he does, and he has to be that way, like we've always said. He's the general out there for sure.
And that last shot attempt there by Stengel was partially blocked, and that's the end of one quarter. West Central leads it 27-6. All right, we're back ready for the second quarter here. West Central took kind of a sluggish start from both teams, but then West Central put the press on, and it really created a lot of havoc and a lot of turnovers, and we're able to really grow that lead. It'll be a Miners ball to start. In the game for the Cougars, we've got Littig, Ettinger, Crane, Vortman, and Wall. And that's Stengel over to Oden. Oden's going to drive middle. Good help defense there by Crane. Forced a tough shot, and then we'll go up ahead to Ettinger on the West Central side. A wide open Vortman with another bucket.
Nice touch pass out of Ettinger. He saw it. He kept watching out of the corner of his eye, just was able to touch it, and Blaine being the beneficiary of that.
Oden. He's going to drive middle again. That was wrong. 22's Oden. 25 is Hagel. Sorry, Miner fans. Still learning them. Big rebound by Vortman. Now West Central up the floor. Ettinger unguarded all the way to the bucket. Left it a bit short, but Crane goes in there and crashes, and there's Vortman again, open in the lane. That one's a little short. They're going to get a foul there on the floor.
What a great read by Cooper on that last one. Just kind of just enough of a pause to figure out what he wanted to do and read it perfectly going baseline.
Just got to finish that layup.
Yeah.
Oh, they had Crane quickly. That's Littig in the corner three for him, and he gets that to go.
Another one of those guys that's starting to figure out his shot. We talk about Jack and Emerson a lot, really being a pretty dang consistent anymore.
Yeah.
And Daxton is another one that's really starting to figure that out. And you need it because when you've got guys like Cooper and Blaine and even Eli, who's done a great job of getting downhill, you got to have guys that are ready to pop those shots and be ready.
For sure. Some substitutions. Renner back in the game. Jack Little back in the game. Littig all the way to the hoop there. Through traffic and gets a bucket. So now Disselhorst. That's to Barker. Barker's blocked by Crane. Renner battling for the rebound. Still ends up there in Gillespie's hands. Long three-pointer. Now West Central up the side. Liddig looking for Renner, posting up. Renner, a little bit of a mismatch, soft touch, but no good. And there's Eli Crane. He comes flying out of anywhere and everywhere. And I mean, Crane's a sophomore, and then you add Crane and Coop and Blaine in terms of rebounding in this group, and you got some dudes that'll go get a ball.
Yeah, and then you dabble in a Thrice Kirkpatrick on top of that.
Yeah,
it's like, good luck getting one if they're, when they're on, they're on.
Yeah. Yeah, Eli, just turn around and catch it. There you go. Don't have to run the play. There's Little off the ball screen, looking to create to Wall. Liddig off the screen. And here comes Jack. In the middle, that's his about third time at that shot. He's going to get one of them to go.
Yep, he's right on line.
Renner, top of the key three-pointer, nothing but net. And that's something that he can really do too. Is he's a kid with some size, but he's got great touch. And if he a lot of times he has a big on him, and he can stretch them out and be able to knock down those kind of pop-out threes. Barker. Now Disselhorst, he's going to go off the screen.
Wondered if it kind of grazed a West Central player, but it's going to go to West Central, and I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying, to me, it looked like it might have gone down Daxton's back a little bit.
I think it just grazed the rim, and that's what made it change directions a little bit. Substitutions here. Kirkpatrick in the game for the Cougars, as well as Emerson Little. So now we got 4 freshmen and a sophomore on the floor for the Cougars. Liddig pulls up for a 3 there. Made a couple buckets, going for a heat check maybe there. Disselhorst with a nice behind-the-back move.
I don't hate the move, and I'll tell you why. I think when you see Staunton, the Staunton's coming into our tournament. We got to see them this summer. They are great about not always coming off the screen, but sitting behind the screen and hitting a shot. And I think that's something that a lot of teams really don't do very well.
Yeah.
Or at all, for that matter. And Staunton really well. Really, really well. I was super impressed this summer about the way the kids read a screen and especially sat behind it, because you just don't see it a lot.
Well, and that's one thing that especially with the JV group and sometimes with our varsity group, we just get so used to run the offense and you just go off the screen and go off the screen. And if we don't really read how the defense is trying to play it, then we're just playing into what they're trying to make us do. And so I like the idea.
Maybe you're saying you'd like a reversal. Is that what you're saying, Dad?
Like he wasn't that open.
I'm trying, Dax.
I know. It's all right, bud.
I do the same thing with Blaine.
Well, he hadn't made many buckets in the JV yet this year, so he's probably like, all right, maybe I figured this out a little bit.
That's right. Why not?
Kirkpatrick to Emerson Little. He comes off the screen all the way in the middle of the lane. That jumper, somehow it ends up back. Emerson just has a way of finding the ball, too. He's the shortest guy out there, and he has a way of finding it. Liddig off the screen. It's knocked away there. He's able to get it back, though. Up to Little. Maybe some numbers here. Jack Little wide open for 3. That one's a little bit off. Rebound, we're going to get a tie-up down here, and it'll go back to West Central. That rebound was to Hughes. Brody Blevins in the game for Renner. And Little all the way to the bucket. Trying to kick one out to Blevins. It's stolen away. Now Disselhorst up the right side. Good pass there. Not finished. That's number 4. That's Stangl, who's able to collect the loose ball and get the bucket. Kirkpatrick fights through the middle. And they'll get a minor for a foul there. Nice take by Thrice. He saw that crack. I mean, he wasn't guarded, saw the crack, and went right through it. Little now in the corner. Oh, somebody lost their phone. Wall in for Littig. Here comes Cole Hutton in as well for Emerson Little. Wall to Blevins. And like even now, we're not rejecting many of these ball screens, right? And they're starting to really hedge it out there. Good take by Landon Wall. I love the inside hand attempt at a finish, just not able to get quite the spin on it that he needed to get off the backboard. Good step through move there by Stengel. Just can't convert. But again, back to, we're just going right off the ball screen.
Yep.
See if Jack changes it up a little bit here. Nope, now to Hutton up top. If Cole rolls, he's got it. He did, and Thrice did a great job of finding him. A nice little pause off the screen. And that's some of what I'm talking about too, is we just get it and we just start going like crazy. And it's there to like come off of it and pause for a second, give his player a chance to make a move, and Cole got the roll and the foul, but misses the first. Landon McDaniel's in the game. It's 37-8, 2:02 to go here in the first half. Hutton gets the second. Disselhorst. Good help defense there by Wall, stepping in. He's got Kirkpatrick up ahead. He's going to look to drive baseline. Good ball movement here by West Central. McDaniel's all the way in. His runner just a bit short. Rebound corralled by Spencer for the Miners. Disselhorst. He got off to a really hot start, but we kind of locked him down a little bit after that.
Good adjustment by West Central.
Yeah.
He was really getting downhill on us.
Ooh. I think that is, that's Hughes. Now there's Spencer. He's going to get maybe a turnaround look here. Brody Blevins, good, solid post defense there from him. Now Hutton with the board. Blevins looking to slip that screen. Now McDaniels, he'll go right. Looking for Hutton. Hutton with another roll. Left hand clean off the glass.
Improvement in his game.
Yeah.
You know, being able to use the left hand like that. Nice job, Cole.
That shot that was by Plovich. Just a bit long. Now we're about 30 seconds to go here in this first half. Cole over to Kirkpatrick, all the way to the bucket. Tough foul, or tough finish. He got the foul and the bucket. I've appreciated, Thrice's adjustment a little bit here to the high school level, primarily in junior high. In 8th grade on that team that, made a really good run, had a successful 2 years. He was, him and Blaine were the two guys inside. Collecting rebounds, offensive rebounds, score a lot in the paint, but, Thrice has been able to, he's always been able to shoot it, just didn't have to do it much based on, just kind of the role on the team and what we had. There's Kirkpatrick almost getting a steal. There's a loose ball down there. It'll be a jump ball and stay with the Miners. Five seconds left. Let's see what the Miners can get there. That's Spencer. Hughes looking for a skip pass at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. West Central with pretty dominant starting in the middle of the first quarter with that press have extended their lead to 44-8. All right, we're back ready for the second half. West Central, good first half there. They led at 40-48 at 44-8. That's Brody Blevins, three-pointer. Ran the little flare screen for him. Kirkpatrick with the board, no good. Big rebound there. That's Stengel with it out on top. Good job by Landon Wall there to just make that a tough layup.
Yeah, they had numbers, and you're exactly right. Just making him shoot over him at bare minimum.
Without fouling.
Right.
Kirkpatrick with the kick out to Jack Little. His three-pointer rolls off, and that'll be a big board there to Spencer. Barker up ahead to Disselhorst. Stangel's three-pointer is good. Gillespie here with a little bit more pep in their step coming out, looking to push and transition both times. Kirkpatrick to Crane. Finds a cutting Wall. Kicks it over, three-pointer to Jack Little. He drives baseline. Good shot fake, just unable to get it to fall. Now up ahead, that's Plovich. His step-back three-pointer, just a bit short. Gets his own rebound, and he'll get fouled there by Blevins, and he'll go to the line.
Brody kind of tapping his chest like, yeah, just took a quick breather, and he caught me.
Yep. I get the sense that Gillespie's wanting to push the ball here in the second half. They're trying to get up the floor quick.
Why not at this point, right now, try some things out, see what's going to work.
And Plovich misses them both. Up ahead to Wall for the Cougars. Swing pass over to Blevins. Blevins now trying to go to Kirkpatrick. That's Stengel with some hustle.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you're talking about. Get caught running the offense instead of pass fake. There he goes. And even Thrice has to read that plant and go.
Yep.
That's the part of the offense that's the beauty part of it right now. Now you've taught him the offense. You taught him exactly the rhythm and what we're going to do, and now you catch him on the cheats,
Yep. I agree. And those are the harder parts of basketball.
Yeah.
To get the feel for those. And then maybe one person on the floor has the feel, but if maybe two of them have the feel, and if the other three don't, then that backdoor cut doesn't work because your guy's just passing it into the crowd.
Or if you're like some of our dudes, they'd want to show you the cheat before they teach you the offense. Oh, I bet you didn't know we could do this.
Blevins gets the second free throw. Disselhorst. Oh, he's left wide open. They both tried to cheat that handoff. And it'll be Wall heading down the middle of the floor. He's got a lane. Good little sidestep Euro move. And again with the inside hand layup.
I like Wall playing down here on JV. Get him a little confidence down there because he's a big part of a piece of that varsity. And I know he struggled a little bit, in the last couple games that he'd been in. Maybe a little down on himself, I don't know. But he's been a great – I talked to my son, like, who's some of the teammates that you gravitate towards? And he mentions Gabe Howard and he mentions Landon Wall right off the bat. So great leadership out of those guys and guys that are going to be back next year as well.
Good block there by Kirkpatrick. And he'll go a little Euro, but then he's blocked by Stengel. Stengel got up for that one, able to reject that one. Did they call a foul?
I don't know what they called.
Okay. I didn't even see him, report anything. That's Stengel. Over to Disselhorst, looking down low there to Spencer. Able to convert. That's to McDaniels. He drives baseline. Kicks it over to Emerson Little in the corner. His three-point attempt is no good. That's Kirkpatrick crashing the boards and just making it tough. McDaniels ends up with the loose ball and the bucket. Who's that? I always keep forgetting. That's Oaten. Now Disselhorst. Good pro hop and step. Inside hand layup from him. Not good. And then that's Spencer with the foul. I think Disselhorst could do some more of that. I mean, that's clearly a really good basketball move that he made just there. I mean, he just wasn't able to finish, but.
Well, I think a lot of people are finding out, too, obviously one of their threats on JV. And
yeah, then you focus on him.
You start focusing on him, and lanes start to close down, and then you got to find other ways to do the job.
That's Renner almost getting that steal, and like you said earlier, Denny, they're starting to they know where the pass is coming.
Yeah, you've taught him now.
Yeah.
And Landon did it last play and did it really well. He rejected the screen. He went baseline, threw a baseline pass to Emerson. We just didn't make the shot. No big deal. There you go. Do it again.
That's Kirkpatrick from deep. And Emerson ended up with the rebound, but they're going to get him with a push in the back to get that rebound. Stengel one dribble, now to Disselhorst. That's Hughes posting up down there on Renner. He's got him on his back, but they were unable to get him the ball. There they try to get it and almost stolen away. McDaniels ended up with the loose ball. He's down the left side. His layup rattles off another board. And Kirkpatrick now, and they're going to get a foul there on him. It'll be on the ground, I believe. Couple of more subs. It'll be Littig and Hutton in the game. Kirkpatrick.
Jack Little.
That's right. And then I think we got a new player for the Miners. That is number 14. That's Hammond. And I looked down and I missed what happened. We scored.
I did too. I was looking for the same name.
That's a block by Littig. Disselhorst gets his own rebound, though. Stengel, his three-pointer, no good. Big board there from Renner up to Cole Hutton. Hutton, bounce pass over to Littig, and he's blocked by Disselhorst out of.
I understand he touched it last there on the block. Luckily, he didn't get to it.
Yeah.
He has Vortman speed.
The first time we wanted you to be slow, Cole. Good job.
But nice job leading the transition.
Yep.
Nice little one-handed bounce pass. Everything looks good. Get some work in. Oh,
he had him.
He did. It wasn't on Daxton. It was he went to the pop instead of the roll.
Yeah. Up ahead now. That's loose ball. I'm not sure what happened down there. Looked like it'll be. Nope, it'll stay with Gillespie. West Central in a 2-3 zone on the out of bounds. Disselhorst, his jumper's no good. Hutton with the board. He's being mauled down there. And they're going to get Hughes with the reach in. Barker in the game for the Miners. Over to McDaniels. He's driving baseline. His layup's no good. Rebound down to Hammond. His outlet pass to Hutton. Steals it up to Emerson Little. His little floater's nothing but net.
Nice job by Cole on the steal. Head up. He could hear Emerson calling for it. Barker's baseline shot no good. West Central rebound. It was interesting last night to have a JV game where the shot clock was running, and I kind of like the idea if you're, if you're a JV team, get them used to it. Some of these guys obviously will be varsity players next year, and Pittsfield, they ran the shot clock, and at first I thought, this is a mistake, but no, they ran it the whole game, and it's going to be a thing next year it's in the books for next year. We'll run it for the Winchester tournament.
Right.
You can run it for tournaments. But
do we have a dedicated shot clock operator?
We do in the tournament. The season's going to become the hard part. You know, you got a lot of games to fill. As Daxton Littig's at the free throw line, he missed his first one. He'll have another one here with 2:41 left to go in the third. But I kind of like that. I never got a chance to talk to Coach Seasting after the game and whether or not we would maybe be interested in starting to do that for JV games here, Just everybody needs the practice. Players need the practice. The bench guys need the practice, Why not?
For sure. Just a matter of getting somebody to do it for the JV game.
Yeah.
Are we taking applications for next year for a shot clock operator?
I think anybody that wants yelled at least once or twice a game should apply.
That's Barker with a nice turnaround jumper.
Because they're never going to yell, hey, nice job, shot clock operator.
Yeah. It's always going to be,
you started it too soon.
Or too late, or Emerson Little with an up and under. Oh, they're
game on.
I feel like you should just take it out again, but that's all right. Okay, now that's a three-pointer by Gillespie. Blevins to Littig. Hutton's up top looking for Blevins in the post. Good kick out to Braden Newingham. His three-pointer long off the. That's Emerson Little with another rebound. Off the screen to Blevins. Backdoor. Braden, there you go.
Oh, nice move by Blevins. I like that.
I love the high pickup, right?
Yeah.
You know, that pickup over the defender's arm. Stangl all the way to the bucket. He had a nice little euro to get around Hutton. (53-17). Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. And that's where Braden's got to go backdoor right there. Littig to the bucket. His little runner short. Hutton crashing the boards and the putback. West Central's getting some looks inside the paint, just not knocking a lot of them down. Barker, same move as before. Back him down. That rebound by Spencer and put.
You know, the state of the game allows some of these players that are going to be key pieces to a lot of what West Central's going to do in the future. Give them, you know, an opportunity to get out here and get some minutes. And I'm talking to Cole right now and some of these guys that, you know, need some time on the floor because, you know, we're so deep on the JV level that some guys kind of get buried sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's good to have these minutes.
They got to make the most of their minutes.
Yeah. I tell Blaine that all the time, you know. You're auditioning every time you're on the floor.
That's Littig to Newingham. Newingham off the screen, right into a three-point shot. No good. Little with trying to save it. Ball's loose. Newingham ends up with it. 8 seconds to go. Up ahead to Emerson Little, and that should stay with West Central with 5 seconds to go. Littig's going to trigger it in. Probably looking in the corner there for Little. There it is. Wide open three for Emerson Little. Rattles out. Gillespie will have a shot at it here at the end, and they won't get an attempt. And that'll do it for 3 quarters of basketball in the JV game. It's 55-19, West Central. Eight minutes to go here in the JV game. In the game for the Cougars, you've got Littig, Emerson Little, Cole Hutton, Curtis Renner, and Nolan Jackson. Almost a steal there by Emerson Little. Jackson with the help. Disselhorst with the kick and take in. That's long off the back. That's going to be blocked by Renner. Loose ball ends up, that's number 3. That's Hunter for Gillespie. And
Curtis, I know you're in disbelief, but it wasn't. It was the swing.
yeah,
It's going to get you every time.
yep.
You had a great block the time before. Stick with that. Again, it's not always about getting a steal or always getting the block. Sometimes it's just about making them take a shot that they're not comfortable taking.
Yeah.
Change the direction of it, whatever it is that you're going to do.
Oh, if that goes in, that's a tough shot. That was Spencer with the chance to make the highlight shot of the night, falling down on the rebound. They're trying to get it to Nolan Jackson. He comes off the screen looking for Renner. And Renner tries to save it now. Spencer with a chance for a layup, and he gets it.
I believe this is going to be a running clock, and this had a 30-point lead.
And that's Hutton. Hutton and Jackson having some issues over here. You've got Oden and Spencer applying a lot of pressure out there. And we'll get some subs in the game. We got Jack Little, Kirkpatrick, and I believe Landon McDaniel's in the game. So, and there it is. That is Spencer once again. Gillespie having a run at it here. West Central's got to be able to play some defense and run some offense on the other end. Hutton to Jack Little. Good backdoor cut from Kirkpatrick and the find from Little. Just can't get it to fall, but he gets his own board. That one doesn't go. West Central has gone cold from the field.
Yeah, really this whole half. I don't have the half just by itself, but right now 3 for 17 from behind the arc. A little better, about almost 50% inside the arc. But they started red hot, so it makes this look a little colder.
Yeah. That's Oten. Now to Spencer. That three-pointer is a little bit long. Landon McDaniel's with it. And the point guard, Jack Little. Over to Hutton. Landon McDaniels. Back to Little. I mean, Gillespie really picked up the defensive intensity here in the second half, and that's Hammond. Looked like he hurt his finger.
Yeah, I know.
Jammed it there on trying to steal that pass. And West Central's just not doing a great job of handling the pressure, the intensity that Gillespie's bringing defensively. But Jack will take it in and unable to convert. Out to Little.
This is where you start looking to reject some screens, slip screens, do the little things. Landon, that is not going to work. You're trying to split defenders there. A good hustle by Landon, almost got the turnover back.
Yep. Just getting a look here. We've got, for Gillespie, you've got Oten, Spencer, Hughes. That is Hunter, and then that's Plovich. Spencer's having himself a good second half.
Well, you can tell he's such an athletic kid.
Yeah.
The way he can elevate off the floor.
Yeah, and then that's Hughes taking it to the rack, and he'll draw a foul on Kirkpatrick.
That'll bring Blevins to the bench and Nolan Jackson back to the bench. So we'll have those two subbing in. A running clock, we're under 3 minutes.
And Hughes misses the first.
It'll be Kirkpatrick and Newingham that will have a seat.
He gets the second one, though. There we go. Got to get my score to match up. I'm impressed with the Miners and just their intensity in this second half. That's Landon McDaniels. His drive to the basket ends up in a turnover. Now they're looking for Spencer in there. It's knocked away by Landon. Stangle back in, and Spencer's going to go have a seat. Some really good minutes from, let's see, that's Xavier Spencer.
This is a second flub up on Kent. Kent, my eyes are on you. Yeah, I see you. Knock that off down there. He throws his hands up like it's a new board.
Yeah,
we got a new operator down there.
Hunter with the take, looking for Oaten. That rattles out. Now McDaniels with the rebound, and he's headed the other way. His layup looks like he's going to get fouled pretty hard. I'm glad he didn't get hurt. Just an awkward fall.
Yeah.
And he'll go to the line. First attempt is good. Second attempt's just a little short, but that rebound ends up in Jack Little's hands. There's a good backdoor cut by McDaniels. Pass gets knocked away. That's Oaten, though. Finds Hughes just a little bit off. McDaniels with the board. Over to Jack Little, 30 seconds to go. And West Central's going to come away with the JV victory, which would put their record to what?
I believe 6-0.
6-0. And we're just going to hold it as the clock winds down under 10 seconds. So West Central JV is going to come out victorious over the Gillespie Miners here in JV action, 58-25. And moves them to 6-0. I like the way the JV squad's looking. Like we said, they're pretty deep on the JV bench in terms of the number of people we can run out there and can have an impact on the game. So the future looks good in terms of JV here for West Central. Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we will be back for varsity action, West Central versus the Gillespie Miners.
Good evening and welcome to that game between the Gillespie Miners and your West Central Cougars. It's time for them to please rise to the match and play of our national anthem.
All right, here we are. Aaron Liddick, Denny Vortman ready for the varsity action tonight. Gillespie Miners versus your West Central Cougars. JV got the victory by a large margin, and Large Marge. Tell them Large Marge sent you. Remember that from Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
And the tip goes to the Cougars. For the Cougars, you've got Clevenger, Howard, Sidwell, Hamilton, and Ford. For the Miners, you've got Griffith, Marcacci, Enslow, Clark, and Sherman. First bucket of the game. I was looking at names, so I didn't even see who it was.
It was Ford on the actual quick rejection of a screen going baseline.
Big second half for Riker Ford at Pittsfield last night. 18 points, I think, in the second half, and really.
Yeah, he's had a couple big second halves. Pawnee was another one where him and Clevenger in that game really kind of sparked us.
Yep. So we'll see if we can continue that trend tonight. That's number 1. That's Griffith in the corner. His three-pointer's long. That's going to go to Clevenger up ahead to Sidwell. Sidwell kind of just had his steps wrong and unable to gather them puppies together and get the good finish. That's Marcacci. His three-pointer is off the mark. It'll go back to West Central. Mr. Number 1 there, Colin Griffith, looks like he maybe would be a pretty solid running back.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I knew more about Gillespie. Nice backdoor cut, nice pass out of Sidwell. Hamilton finishes on the reverse. It's quickly 4-0 West Central.
And that's Marcacci now. He's down in the corner. That is Clark. His jumper just a bit off the mark as well. Hamilton pushes it into our side of the floor. Clevenger off the ball screen, now to Sidwell. Ford's left open in the corner. His three-pointer's nothing but net. Continuing the hot shooting from last night.
7-0 West Central, 5 of those 7 from Ford.
That pass. Now they find Griffith in the middle. His layup, great spin off the backboard from Griffith to get the first bucket of the game for the Miners. Hamilton off the screen. Had the free throw line jumper for a second. Now Howard looks to drive middle. Going to get a blocking foul there on Griffith.
You know, watching Sherman and guard Howard, it's like maybe one of the first guys I see that can match maybe his physicality.
Yeah.
I mean, Howard was really a big spark for us in the second half, too, against Pittsfield, you know, just kind of establishing himself inside. They just had a tough time with him.
That's Hamilton in the middle. He got bumped off his line, but still able to finish strong. Great finish there. That is double zero. Zero in the game. I got him as Joey Reed for the Miners. That pass sails out of bounds on Reed, trying to find Griffith in the corner. Back to West Central. Now we've got somebody wide open. They're confused on who's guarding who here. Now we're going to get a couple of handoffs. That's Hamilton pulls up for 3, just a bit short, and they're going to get Ettinger going over the back there. Good box out by Mitchell Clark.
A couple big kids here, listed at 6'4" is Clark, along with, I think, the Sherman. Yeah, listed at 6'4" as well.
Well, and that Sherman kid, he's, like you said, he's a well put together fella too.
Yeah. It's 9-2 West Central. Gillespie wants to talk about it. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 4:49 left to go in the first.
Nine to 2 West Central, 4:49 to go in the first quarter. They're in that low line formation. Ford knocks it away, but couldn't save it before it hit the end line. Inbounder Reed. Griffith up top. He's going to drive to the basket. Runs into a much taller Smith and decides better of it. That's Clark. Now out to Griffith. Smith and Ettinger in the game for West Central. Griffith, good pressure out there by Hamilton. Now Reed all the way out at the half-court line. Gillespie not able to run their offense real close to the hoop, and that layup then's no good. Ford to the middle. Tough layup, and they're going to get him with the charge. They're going to wave the basket off and going to get him with that charge. He probably had CC for a drop-off right there a little bit earlier. But he missed it and then was like, okay, I guess I'll just have to put this thing up.
Throw
Keep
this
going.
one up there. He still made the shot. It's tough.
That's Enslow on the wing. He's going to get trapped by Clevenger and Ford. Griffith on the wing. Big pro hop. His jumper's off the glass and good. The zone that we've been sinking into, not so much sinking because it's a pressure zone. That's Ford for three. It's long. But I've really liked what the zone, being able to mix into a zone, has done for us in some games. And we've dropped into it right now. That's Vortman checking in for Ford. That's Hamilton in the corner. That one's short. Rebound to Vortman.
Will they get a foul on that?
Yeah, but I thought he gave 33, but maybe they gave it to 23, which would have been Coop. Yeah, that's Coop's second foul, but I didn't see that anywhere. And there's Clark driving middle. Ball lost and picked up by Smith. Smith going right down the middle of the lane all the way to the bucket. They're going to get out of bounds.
Yeah, and that hit, and Blaine made that hard on Charlie, really, because he just didn't get to a side or get wide, and he just kind of left his defender in Charlie's way. He's going to run that transition a little better.
Get Hamilton in the corner. They're going to go up top. Ettinger. He'll come over and set the screen. Good job by Reed on Hamilton, not giving him any space at all. That's Vortman driving middle, kicks to Hamilton. He'll drive baseline, trying to get it to Vortman. Vortman to Ettinger, top of the key, three-pointer from Coop. Long, big rebound there to Enslow. Up ahead to Clark. And we got Hamilton and Vortman who couldn't handle the board, and it went out of bounds. Gonna look over the top, and that's one thing CC or Carson Clevenger's done really well this year is read that over the top pass that a lot of teams use just to get the ball inbounds, and he's been reading it really well and getting his hands on a lot of those. Sidwell and Ford back into the game for West Central. And Griffiths just steps right in.
Enslow did travel on that one. Let's see. It's taken off.
West Central's kind of gone a little cold offensively here.
Well, they're shuffling some things up, things we haven't even seen so far this year.
Yeah, so Blaine getting some action here in the first half. Al Hamilton, good take off of there. I really have liked the way he's been taking the ball to the basket in the last couple of games. He's not getting as many open looks from three, so he's kind of taking the ball to the hole, and he really plants that 1 foot, and there's almost like a pause after he plants that foot that allows him to kind of read, and is finishing really, really well at the rim. Reed's going to have a seat, and that is Marcacci back in the game. 11-4 West Central. Hamilton, they left him open for three. That's an open look. Unable to knock it down. Rebounds corralled there by Clark. Marcacci looking for Sherman. Look out, fire extinguisher. He's coming for you. Gabe Howard in the game. Hamilton will have a seat. Different set here from West Central. They'll get forward. He'll pop out, have a wide open look, and gets it. Riker Ford continuing his hot shooting. Sidwell on Enslow. Good ball pressure there, and Vortman able to get in the passing lane, and that's what you like to see. I mean, from Blaine, but like if you've got a teammate who's had it guarding really hard on somebody that's got a dead ball, and then if you're not active on your end and you just allow your guy to go over there and get an easy pass, that's frustrating. So good team defense there from those guys. Wortman, three-pointer, gets it to go. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 17-4 West Central. Griffith up top. Enslow. Lane Sidwell playing some really good defense, and then just couldn't help himself.
Yeah. Both Blaines fall in that same category, you know, where it's just like, yeah, you had him.
Yeah.
Just be that guy. Be that pest.
They're going to give it to you eventually.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it. Especially, you know, some people aren't. Like, you can kind of tell as a defender, and then everybody watching at home, when a ball handler is uncomfortable with what's happening to them. I mean, you can tell. And if you can feel that they're uncomfortable, just keep making them uncomfortable.
Yeah. Make them do something they don't want to do. It rarely does it succeed where you're just going to take the ball from somebody, you know, even as you get the upper levels of junior high.
So West Central here probably going to be happy to take the last shot, or, you know, if they get a really good one out of a set here beforehand, but they'll be selective.
Yep, and you could hear Coach Seasting now. He's setting the play here at 10 seconds left. It was going to be one shot all the way here, and it's probably going to be for Ford or Hamilton. There's Ford with the shot. It's missed. Enslow with the rebound. Long three-quarter court. It was online, but he missed it. That's 17-5 West Central lead after one.
Ready to start the second quarter here. 17-5 West Central. And it'll be the Miners' ball to start. That is Clark working on Sidwell on the baseline, and yep, he drugged that foot.
You serious, Clark?
That's right.
It's that time of year, right?
It is that time of year.
You serious? I broke my foot?
I cannot wait to watch Christmas Vacation.
You going to watch it with Russ?
Yeah, but it's still not going to be the year. Like, he's just not quite there to understand what's going on yet, you know? But when he starts to get there and can understand what's going on, we're going through the lines. That's Howard up top. Ford, three-point attempt. Rattles out. Sidwell with the board and the putback.
When Blaine is playing that way, man, we're a tough team. You know, there was a Springfield Calvary game where he just got on fire.
Yep.
And really helped us build a lead.
That's Braden Inslow, the 6'4" senior, with a wide open three. And yes, I agree. If we can get him like more consistent on the offensive end, and I'm not asking him to force anything, but man, he just adds a layer to what we can do. Gives us another scoring threat, somebody you got to think about in terms of keeping off the boards. That'll be a foul on Brock Sherman, his first. And they'll get Hamilton off the inbound screen, and his three-pointer is long. Howard going to take it back to the hoop.
Nice strong move by Howard. He had Inslow literally just hanging on his arm. And he's going to go to the line for two. I like Hamilton, too. We talked a little bit off the air about like when Hamilton comes off the screen ready to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
He was there on that. He is probably our best shooter as far as just pure shooter. And that's no slight to Ford. That just tells you how good Hamilton is. As he can fill it up from deep. But adding, like you talked about as well, adding that little Euro step, taking it to the basket, he's become pretty well-rounded. Gabe makes the first one. He's got another one. Leaves that one short. Sherman has the rebound.
West Central in the zone here. Mixing it up well, keeping the offense guessing. That one stolen away by Ford. Kind of. Inslow now back the other way. He's double-teamed. I like what he did there. Give a little bit of a bump to Howard to give him space. Not going to get much space. You're going to have to give a bigger bump to that fella.
That's where Clevenger's got to get out of there. He's going to take a shot. Nice job by Sidwell on the rebound. It was defense, if anything. Ball all over the place.
Good job by Ford to kick that to Hamilton, and he'll go all the way to the bucket. And I love that move there. So what Nick did there was he went same foot, same hand, and you know, he used his body to protect from the defender, can turn that body and get an underhand kind of flick off the glass. That's tough stuff.
Sidwell and Howard will take a seat. Ettinger and Wortman back in the game. Yeah, it is tough, and it's the best move, too, because that outside foot with the same hand allows you to step out a little bit from contact and widen that shot, so to speak, if that makes sense.
22-8, Griffith up top. Again, Clevenger just doing what he does and just making people hate being a point guard.
Backdoor cut by Inslow. He's been all over the place, really. Kind of got, I don't even know who was guarding him. I know Blaine had to rotate over for him. Caught us a little bit on the back door, and he's going to go to the line.
He's been really active and gets that free throw. Arcachi out of the game. That'll be Reed back in. And he gets the second. There's Kent blowing the buzzer again. He's just ignoring it now. Ettinger. Ford rejects the screen, drives baseline. I think they're going to get it on the floor. He got bumped beforehand. That'll be on number 13. That is Braden Inslow. Up top to Ford. And they'll reset with Hamilton. Right into the motion offense. Fortman, good decision, kicks it out. Ford, three-pointer, that one looks off coming out of the hand. It ends up in Ettinger's hands, kind of, maybe. And now Hamilton. Hamilton in the middle. He gets fouled there with a little body. And he'll go to the line. That will be a foul. That's on 25, which is Hagel. Hamilton with the second attempt. Missed the first, got the second. Now Vortman out top on Griffiths. Hagel all the way in. He's got Clark, and they're going to get a little bit of a bump there on Charlie Smith. So foul on the ground, ball out of bounds there for Gillespie. I think Gillespie should be like the G-men or something like that. That's a good inbounds play there. That's Inslow with the bucket. The Gillespie G-men.
I couldn't find their mascot to start with. I had two in there. I don't know why we were coming up with two. Again, this is the first time we've seen them.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember a Winchester or a Bluffs team playing a Gillespie team, so got to check up. I love their the way they bring the roster in. I think you brought that up off air about how they let us know a little bit about their tradition.
Yeah, looks like we got that's Hayden Hagel with maybe a bloody nose. I happened to see another minor player come out just a little bit ago shaking his face. That was Reed, so I guess they're sticking their nose in there. Griffith now across the timeline, trying to find a back-cutting Inslow, and Ettinger gets a hand on it.
Good positioning by Ettinger. Backdoor cut, stayed in perfect position, could see ball in man, and got his hand on the ball.
That'll be over the top. Now Griffith. Marcacci looking for Inslow on the back door, but Ford read it well, and now he's going transition, hits a cutting Charlie Smith, power dribble, and he gets blocked out of bounds by Sherman. See if they're going to talk about the shooter here. Nope, they'll get Ettinger. His three-pointer rattles in. Cooper Ettinger hitting some timely buckets the last couple of nights. And Ford just steps right in the passing lane and steals that one, and he goes in for the left-handed layup. And again, I think, it's a little bit of just the pressure on the ball that's causing problems. That's Marcacci. Sorry, Marcacci for three. Ford pushing it up again. Smith all the way through. Gets a tough layup there. Good find there by Ford to hit Smith. But this trap right here and just the ball pressure West Central's putting on is making it difficult for the Miners.
Yeah.
Couple of substitutions here. Sidwell, Howard, and Clevenger back in the game. Hamilton, Smith, and Vortman on the bench. 32-15, 2:40-ish to go here in this first half. As the Miners try to find some holes in this defense and trying to get some open looks. Marcacci over the top to Clark. There, they got Sherman in the post. His little turnaround runner was nice quick move, tough angle, and off the glass. Ford trying to sell that fake with his hand motions. That might be a little bit of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Ettinger, I love the pace there coming off that screen.
Jump ball, it'll stay with West Central, 1:54 before half here. Hamilton will check back in.
They get Ettinger. He's feeling it. Just a bit short. Howard tips it back to Ettinger all the way to the bucket. It's high off the glass and long now. Enslow up ahead to Griffiths and taking out the band members as that one goes out of bounds.
Ford checks back in. It'll be the starters back at it for the rest of this half, I'd imagine.
Clevenger all the way, one-handed floater is good. Love that he didn't take it too far, get into too much traffic, get a charge. Took what the defense gave him.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, I think, on another broadcast, just how well he elevates too.
Yeah.
I mean, he really can get up there.
Griffiths over to Marcacci. He's going to drive. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We're going to go full timeout. I see the indication. So it was 1:09 left in the first half, 34-17. West Central leads it. We'll be back. We're back, ready for this last minute 9 of the first half. West Central, pretty solid performance here so far. They come out in 2-3 zone, it looks like. Just constantly throwing different defenses at the Miners. Man-to-man, 1-3-1, 2-3. Always keep them guessing. You keep them guessing, it can create some confusion and some turnovers.
And we've done that a lot this year. This isn't just a one-off kind of thing.
Yep.
When one thing isn't working, Coach Seasting isn't afraid to shift things up. And it's a little different than what we're used to seeing a lot of times. It's primarily a man team, but that just goes to show the versatility of some of these guys.
And what I will say is which Coach Seasting does really well, is teaching those man-to-man principles.
Yep.
If you understand how to play defense out of that, it makes it much easier to shift in and out of zones, and you don't get lazy playing a zone defense because you understand how to play man-to-man.
Yep, it goes hand in hand. Sometimes we talk about some of how we coached it. We understood it too, and sometimes we get lost in trying to teach a zone first because it's easier.
Right.
so beneficial to get on there on the man side of things. Here's Clevenger, 7 seconds left. Into the corner, 4 back to Clevenger. Shot up at the buzzer is going to be a little short. And that's our halftime score. 36-17 West Central. We'll be back.
All right, we're back. Second half kicking off right here. It'll be Miners basketball to start. Skip pass over the top to Marcacci. Now they find a cutting Inslow, and now he's going to hit Griffiths up top. Good hands there. Clark chases it down. I think in terms of, second half, West Central pretty solid defensively. You mentioned you're doing a great job of keeping stats. I want to take your thunder, but you mentioned we were 4 of 14 from three-point line in the first half, right?
Well, we were 11 of 14 from the twos.
Right.
And we were 4 of 14 from the threes. So, yeah.
Maybe knock down some more open shooting there, but.
Yeah. And for Gillespie, it's more they're just not getting shots. Now, nice job by Sherman there as he gets fouled, makes the basket. He'll have one here at the free throw line, but, they got 13 total shots at the basket, compared to 28 for West Central.
Sherman misses the and one. And West Central will come across looking to set their offense.
Nice backdoor by Ford.
Ooh.
Nice pass out of Sidwell.
Set play there coming out of halftime. Something that coaching staff noticed in the first half and said we're going to come out and get us going.
Yeah, but also what we talked about earlier with the JV that we were kind of begging them to do is that now you've established kind of the routine of your offense. Mm-hmm. Now you can start throwing the different looks at it. You want it to look similar so they bite.
Yeah.
So you can catch them on the cheat.
Ford able to get them both, and he's going to come out of the game. Ettinger's coming in.
Probably just a quick check on him as he hit the deck pretty hard.
Yeah.
16 points for him, though. He's having a heck of a game.
And West Central in a 2-3 zone. Inslow looking for that skip pass. They're going to look again for it. Back up top. It's a tough pass there. Inslow, you got Howard and Sherman battling down here for some position. It's kind of fun to watch. Both of them big fellas. Now they're back over to Griffiths. Howard pokes that one away. Marcacci with the three. He was pretty wide open over there. Had time to get a good look at it and knock it down. And again, a different look. There's a little flare screen for CC that turns into that zipper cut for Hamilton. He misses the three but takes it to the hoop, and he'll get fouled. Zipper screen, elevator screen, however you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it.
Hamilton gets the first. A couple of more subs here. We got Vortman and Ford back in the game. Substitution for Gillespie, that's 25, Hayden Hagel. As Sherman has a seat. Hamilton gets them both.
Hamilton now has 11 points. It extends the Cougar lead here. There's some talk maybe about where the foul was, maybe. As my guess is that puts Sherman on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, sorry. I'm glad you picked up actually talking because I was trying to read lips down there.
Yeah.
And it
wasn't.
You'd be better at it than me.
That's true. When you can't hear, you got to go to the lip. What?
But I think you're right. They were trying to figure out who the foul was on. So
I don't see a correction on the board yet.
Marcacci all the way to the hoop. It rolls out, gets his own board. But now he's wide open in the corner for three. No good. Battle for the loose ball. Enslow ends up with it, and they're going to get a foul on Ford, I think. Gillespie ball under their own basket. Over the top to Griffiths. Oh, they had Griffiths on the cut. Enslow back to Hagel. Number one, that's Colin Griffiths. He's running all over the place out there, and Cece's just chasing him around, not giving him any space.
We've seen Cece take over games defensively. You know,
Yeah.
he's been huge for us in some of these big ones, especially the Pawnee game where his shot wasn't falling, but he never stopped working, especially defensively.
In fact, I think it just made him more mad.
Yeah, which wasn't good for any Pawnee player.
Good inside hand layup there. Vortman with the rebound. Now he's going to push it up ahead. Ford with it on the left side. Back into the regular motion offense. Ford, corner three for him. No good. Ettinger with the rebound. Ends up in Vortman's hands, and he's off the glass and good. Right place, right time. Always has a nose for the ball there.
Well, and Ettinger, what a great job by him just keeping the ball alive. And it's not just him. It's happened a lot with a lot of these players just keeping it alive. Wortman steals it up and is going to be fouled, go to the free throw line. Got to finish, right?
Well, you know, he did everything right going into it, though. He went off of 2 feet, took the contact, expected the contact, and then just wasn't quite able to put the right amount of English on it to get that baby to roll in. But
yeah.
He's at the line for two. Substitution, that's Reed in for Hagel for the Miners.
Misses them both. Still a 20-point lead for West Central.
There they hit Griffiths on that cut. That is Reed in the corner. His three-pointer off the mark. Rebound to Ettinger. Now he's going to lead the break. He's got Ford in the corner, and he cuts in and is blocked by Enslow. Couple of shot fakes, didn't get Enslow off his feet, and they were kind of weak shot fakes, Riker. They were kind of just moving the ball by your chin. Ain't nobody going to bite on that. Hamilton in the lane. They literally left him wide open. He may not get a more wide open jump shot. And he missed it. That messes with your mind as a shooter.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know, but yeah, they're going to get Ford for a reach up top. And Sidwell's going to come in for him.
Well, that's 4 fouls on Ford. Depending on how this game goes, I imagine we won't see him till the 4th, be my guess.
Yeah.
West Central's rolling some players through here, trying to figure some things out. That's one thing, too, about a game like this, too. You're still trying to figure some things out.
Yeah.
I'd say one thing of West Central is as there's a timeout here from Gillespie, is they're just trying to, we have a solid top 5, 6, and just figuring some of
those extra pieces where they fit, how you can use them. Because, honestly, our record's good, but we've had some not great halves of basketball so far this year. It's not from lack of effort. It's not that. It's just trying to find, what gels well together.
Yep.
But we're leading this one by 20. There's 3:16 to go here in the third. Let's see, what else we got this week? No high school action tomorrow night, I don't believe.
No, but if you're a parent of a junior high kid, you're going to Calhoun, so it'll be a big game down there.
Yep.
And then back at it, Friday in Plains?
At Plains, and then JV has a tournament in Greenfield on Saturday.
Enslow misses that shot. Nice job by Sidwell at the end of that, playing some straight-up defense. Clevenger with the basketball. It goes to Vortman. He's wide open. Didn't realize. And then hits the worst shot in basketball, right? Foot on the line, three-pointer.
And got a good trap here set. Don't bail him out with a foul here. And there they get the turnover. Ettinger now looking in the corner to Sidwell. Up top to Hamilton. Clevenger rejects the screen, and there's nobody down there to stop him, and he gets the layup.
That's the difference between varsity and JV sometimes, figuring that out. We talk again. Nice rejection from Clevenger.
Good take there that's Joey Reed in for the 2 points. Hamilton open for a second. Reversal pass to Vortman. West Central in their motion. That's Clevenger. Vortman for another three. Gets that one to go. Big night here for Vortman. He's at 10 points. Getting some minutes for kind of the first time this season and stepping up. So Blaine Vortman got 10 and has increased the lead on the last two possessions. It's 49-24 West Central. We'll take a quick break during this. Looks like it's a full timeout, so we'll take the break. After that full timeout, West Central with some full court pressure here. They get it into Griffiths. Almost knocked away by Vortman. Clark corrals it. Skip pass over to Marcacci. His layup's no good. Vortman chases down that rebound. He's got numbers. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton's going to kick it out. Ettinger thought about it. He's going to wave him out, and they're going to start the offense here. Good read there by Enslow to stop that cut, but that's what it's designed to do. So they stopped the cut, but then it left Clevenger wide open, and he's able to knock down the three. Enslow up ahead to Reed. Reed.
Nice job by Sidwell. He's the lone guy back.
Yeah.
And made Reed pick it up and almost pass it too soon.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Clevenger gets his hands on the lob. No, that was a quick lob, and they're going to get Sidwell there on a foul.
That'll put Enslow at the free throw line. He has 8 points for Gillespie. Been kind of the guy I've been watching, really active and especially early. He's makes that free throw.
We realize the screen doesn't look great right now. We're working on it. That's Enslow misses the second. And we'll get a jump ball on the rebound here. And we're back. Look at that.
That's right.
Flare screen for Hamilton. That three-pointer left that one short. Enslow now out on the break. Up ahead to I'm sorry. That's Marcacci again. Layup and fouled there by Hamilton, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was Hamilton. His second, team foul number 5. That'll bring Gabe Howard back to the scorer's table.
Good rebound by Sidwell. And ball's loose. Clark with it. Loose again. He got blocked. Now Enslow, and that's going to stay here with Gillespie. All right, see if they go for that same quick lob play or they go over the top. Howard does a good job defending at that time, and there's the over-the-top lob. Marcacci, he's blocked by Hamilton and then stolen away by Ettinger.
Great read by Ettinger.
Yep.
Kind of flaring out there to steal that pass. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. It'll be one shot time for West Central. Ettinger off the screen, comes back to Sidwell. Long three, just missed that one.
That almost got stuck on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. But that'll do it, the third quarter, 52-27, West Central. All right, ready for the fourth quarter. It'll be Miners basketball to start.
Wall into the game for the first time for West Central on the varsity side of things. We saw him at JV action. Also Eli Crane, two big pieces that we have coming for the varsity as well.
Yep.
We know Eli can guard anybody. He's one of the most athletic kids along with Sidwell on the floor. And again, we've talked a lot about Landon as well, being super smart.
Good leader. They're making a great pass into Mr. Howard. Howard doing the work to seal another big fella down there and rewarding him with a touch.
Yeah, and good leader, nice pass by Wall. But I talked to Coach Seasteen quite a bit, and he says one of your best three-point shooters. And you see that a lot on the JV level as he hit a couple. I think he definitely hit one in the JV game tonight. Another piece, keep him.
Howard gets the first one. And that will be the fifth foul on Brock Sherman. I don't envy that fella having a battle in there with Mr. Howard all night long.
So what we thought might have been a correction wasn't on that particular situation. Yep.
There's Crane getting a hand on one there and knocking it out of bounds. Reed's going to inbound for the Miners. He's looking over the top there into Griffith. I don't know why I keep adding an S on there. Howard knocks that loose ball away. Hamilton in transition now. Going to kick it, tried to kick it out to Wall.
That's the old official call of he got fouled. So the ball's going to stay with West Central.
Yeah. We'll just let that be.
Just kind of got up like, oh, man.
Yeah. Howard, for a moment I thought he was going to be open. Wall drives middle, kicks it to Howard. Hamilton off that screen, three-pointer. No good for Hamilton. And that'll go back to West Central, I guess. He must have stepped out of bounds.
He pointed at the baseline there. A lot of subs. We're going to have to catch up here.
So we got Charlie Smith in the game. Eli Crane, Ettinger, Vortman, and Wall. Charlie setting a good screen there to get Wall a good open look. Doesn't fall, though. And that'll be Marcacci, who's got hot here in the second half.
Really looking at Gillespie from behind the arc. 4 of 8 is what I have him. So
Portman off the screen, in the middle. No good. Smith battling for the board. Now, Marcacci back down the right side. He drives on Wall. That'll be Reed. His corner three-pointer. Gets it to go. Gillespie making a little bit of a run here. Down 20, it's 53-33. Portman goes baseline. He gets blocked by Enslow, but also fouled.
Well,
all ball, but it was body.
And this is where the JV version of Blaine is coming out a little bit, and just calm down. Let's get some reversals, and not just him. It's a lot of people. You know, the defense is there. It hasn't rotated, shifted, done anything, and you're trying to make something happen. So that's 2 possessions in a row. I think we could have been a little more patient in our approach.
Well, he's going to go to the line for a couple. They're looking for. We need to get the mops out.
Yeah. I don't think Phil Pratt's not thinking about it.
And Vortman, first one's long off the back iron. Second attempt's good. Enslow. He goes to Clark. He's guarded by Smith. Good cut there by Enslow and pass from Clark. As Enslow got around Crane and got the wide open look.
And I like what Coach is saying. Basically, 3 straight times this has happened to us in the same kind of set, and we're not adjusting.
Right. Enslow completes that three-point play. It's 54-36.
As we talked about, a lot of it's an auditioning time for nobody guarding Blaine there. Nice job by Charlie Smith to follow that one up. Idle for the rebound, and it comes away.
There's Coop, just great job reading that one, anticipating, and getting that steal back for West Central. Yeah, they're going to get a double dribble on Landon there.
That's where I get caught up too, Landon, because I think there is like a fumble kind of, if you're fumbling the ball, it's not considered a dribble.
Yeah, but I think he actually dribbled it. I don't know. You're right. It was like a fumble type action. You can't just let somebody fumble it all over the place and never dribble, though.
I get it. There's a
I don't understand the rule, I guess is what I'm saying.
But I've heard it several times, they're fumbling the ball, so it's not considered a travel or a double dribble, and then you've got that dribble still.
Marcacci now, that's to Reed.
Nice job by Landon Wall. Ball pressure, jump ball, West Central basketball.
That's what Landon can do. Just under 5 minutes to go. Ettinger off the screen. Now Smith. Smith going to set the screen, look for a roll. Wall all the way to the bucket. Leaves it short. That's Crane getting that offensive rebound and put back.
He has developed that nice little left hand. We saw it at Pittsfield too. Baseline pass is knocked out of bounds by Vortman. It'll stay with Gillespie. Reed was trying to make that pass. Ball will be triggered by Enslow.
Marcacci, you're going to have to keep an eye on him because he will, as he's shown here in this second half, he'll pull the trigger and knock one down. Griffith off that screen, finds a cutting Enslow.
Nice job by Cooper rotating over, and even Smith rotating down.
Yeah, got his hand on that to keep that from being a layup. Wall to Vortman. Now Ettinger with it on the wing.
Good slip by Crane.
Good kick out. Ettinger got a wide open look at three. That is going to be an air ball. Smith hustling, trying to get to it to save it, but Clark did a good job of just getting enough body on him that he couldn't get to it. .325 to go. West Central up 20. Clark in on Smith. Got him on a travel, and that's Charlie just getting there and beating him to the spot and then making him kind of have to make a decision, not making the layup easy and forced a turnover there. Ooh, Crane just barely saving it and then throws it away. Now Enslow is going to have a chance at a bucket. Smith hustling to get the board. Now Ettinger going the opposite way. And he traveled there as the pass ahead. He just didn't quite handle it quite well. And then Reed for the Miners just hustling his butt off.
Yeah.
Griffith is going to start the offense for the Miners. He's trying to find anybody open. Now Reed way up top. Enslow driving on Crane. Enslow trying to find somebody. They're going to set a high ball screen. Good help on the hedge there from Smith. An excellent ball pressure, and that's Ettinger hustling. Griffith with a one-handed pass to Marcacci. Into Clark. And they're going to get a foul there on the floor on Wall, I think. But pretty good defensive possession there by West Central. Substitutions coming in. Leighton Smith, Luke Coons coming in for West Central. Marcacci. Enslow looking for anybody, trying to get Marcacci a look here. We're under 2 minutes to go. Now Clark. Again, West Central doing a pretty good job defensively. Good help defense there from everybody. Forced a tough shot. Now we're down to minute 25 or so. Vortman in the lane, finds Coons. Coons going over to set the screen here for Wall. Smith, three-pointer. Looked good going in, but just rattled out, and Crane stepped out of bounds. So some more substitutions here for Gillespie. We got some guys we saw in the JV game, so that's Oaten, I believe, and Hughes, and Stangl. Oh. Feet just got tore up there, and then that's Griffith who tries to take it back and slipped. That's going to be slick right there. There's a lot of sweat. Under a minute to go. West Central's going to pull out the victory here, and that's going to take their record to
4-2.
4-2, right?
Yep.
I'm getting it confused with JV. Like, wait a second, how many is what? So 4-2, and then they'll be back in action on Friday night at Pleasant Plains. And there's a lot of hustle there. Some more rebounds, and Vortman gets another 2.
Nice move by Smith. He just didn't get it to fall. And again, Eli Crane just doing what he always does, offensive rebound along with Blaine to finish it out. .21 seconds left to go in this one. West Central, like Aaron said, is going to go to 4-2. They'll play again on Friday. A very good playing team. Nice job by Eli Crane. Boxed him out until he couldn't box him out any further.
I'm looking for a final score, but our high school girls, I believe, were victorious at Greenfield tonight. Not sure what the final score is yet, but I'm confident that they did get the win. And as the clock's winding down, another shot there from Gillespie, and it'll stay here with them. .7 seconds left. Steal there by Leighton Smith, and that will end the game. West Central with the victory, 58-36, to move them to 4-2. Good night of basketball. It was great to have Gillespie here for, as far as we know, the first time.
Yeah, that's a Kent Colts question again, but yeah, that's the first time that I remember them being here. So appreciate everybody tuning in. And like I said, the first time we've seen Gillespie. Nice game for West Central. Really started with Ford and Hamilton. You know, Ford with 16 points, Hamilton with 11. But they really started it off for West Central, and we were able to get some subs in and actually tried to start figuring some things out, like we talked about just a little bit ago. This is just a different team like it is every year.
Yeah.
And when you lose 3 big seniors like Meyer, Brown, and Severs, you're going to have to figure some things out, and that's kind of what we were doing tonight.
Yep. All right, well, thanks for joining us again, everybody. Aaron and Denny signing off.